It's the 13th of September, and let's dive into the crypto news. So, starting off with some Trump news, and then moving on to, of course, our DeFi jam. Let's just go down here. All right. So, this is Worldlibertyfi. Remember, I'm just covering this because this is crypto-related news. I don't even necessarily agree that a politician should be doing this. Maybe there's just plus EV for us, plus expected value. So Trump says we're embracing the future of crypto and leaving the slow and outdated big banks behind. Just remember, like 4 years ago, and even now, like banks would block transactions to even buy crypto. In fact, in the UK right now, banks are still blocking people from buying crypto. So this is happening tomorrow. There's a very important live stream, and it's not tomorrow. It's Monday, September 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All about Worldlibertyfi. So this is 12 a.m. UTC. Trump will be live on Twitter Spaces for the launch of World Liberty Finances. Next bit of news, and this is very big news. This is Coinbase. They have launched cbBTC, so Coinbase BTC. Binance has a similar version for BNB on the Binance chain. Sorry, for BTC on the Binance chain. And of course, this is an ERC token. It can exist on Ethereum and on Base. Here's everything you need to know. So, firstly, how does it work? If there's no market where you can go in long or short the cbBTC, it's like a minted token, and Coinbase is the custodial for this BTC. That's how it works. Okay, so there's no separate order book where you can trade it or anything like that. Now, this here raises a couple of points. One, WBTC comes with no freeze function. cbBTC comes with a freeze option. The wrapped BTC smart contracts are not changeable. CB's BTC smart contracts are changeable. Now, I believe this person, this is Mike from the BitGoes team, and he goes over the fact that like WBTC is not perfect, and where it does have some issues is the centralization of custodians, which is the same problem that Coinbase BTC will have. But Coinbase, I guess, has more credibility. But you can have a read of this yourself. What would I personally do? Of course, nothing's financial advice. But if I'm playing on Base and if I want to play with BTC, I'll use cbBTC. I'm fine with that. But there is, it does have a risk, just as WBTC does. And if you don't know what the WBTC stuff is, you can read this if you like. Meow used to be part of, or was a co-founder of this movement. And long story short, he wants to ensure that the multi-sig is done correctly with different custodians, because I believe Tron's getting involved, and you do have to be a little bit wary when that happens, when Justin Sun's in. Now, if you like BTC, great. If you like Base, brilliant. You can go celebrate with a commemorative mint. Well, remember, if I'm going to go and do this and spend a small amount of gas, which I am doing, it's just because maybe in the future there is some sort of governance token. If there's a base governance token, and if people that mint this and do all these other actions, if they qualify for it, even if it's like there's going to be like 300,000 of these minted, I still think that's worthwhile. So I would suggest doing that. The market state visualization. So we're not doing too badly. We're a little bit of green, but overall, Sol is down slightly, but we're over 130. Fair and greed is at 32. And we were a little bit higher recently, but we had extreme fair last week. Just remember, BTC is in this pattern. So other than the Japan Yen USD carry trade that just kind of briefly wicked through in early August, we're still in this pattern. So we are expecting a reversal, hopefully October. That's just expectations, predictions, goals. Now, this raises a very cool point. There are so many different indicators that we can use to see when things are potentially going to go up. And this is something that I'm new to. Tyler's been researching this, the Powell multiple. So it looks at the daily earnings of Bitcoin miners in USD and compares them to the average earnings over the past year. It's calculated by dividing the daily miner revenue by its 365-day moving average. So when this is high, it means miners are earning much more than the average, which often happens when Bitcoin's price is high, of course, and can indicate that Bitcoin is overvalued or in a bull market. When this is low, miners are earning less than average, which means, of course, miners will turn themselves off. Some people won't even be profitable. Quite a few won't be profitable. And this suggests that Bitcoin might be undervalued or potentially in a bear market. The current situation, you can see we're hitting the 0.4 range right down here right now, or pretty close to it. This level was last seen at the end of 2022, suggesting Bitcoin might be undervalued or near a market bottom. Investors may see this as a bit of an opportunity. This is just one indicator in a series of multiple indicators that we can use. But my thesis is we're still going up decently, just showing you reasons why. Now, Solana DeFi itself has been outperforming very well. These are, of course, only some tokens, haven't included old ones like Orca or Radium or whatever. Jup's up a little bit over the last 7 days. Solana's up slightly. Drift is just banging up 50%. Kamino is up 29%. And Cloud is up 7.8%. So Solana DeFi is still where I think most of the attention will go from me. We can do a little bit of airdrop. We can do a little bit of airdrop plays, but for the most part, this is where we will capture value, I feel. And Kamino, more news here. So they've increased the max cap for SOL deposit capacity in the Kamino multiply section. So there's now 600,000 SOL capacity. Jup SOL caps will also be raised tomorrow. If you don't know what you can do in terms of like multiplying up your LSTs, I've got videos on it, of course, just search them. And also, someone put in $100 million worth of SOL, potentially Wintermute, and then went and borrowed $35 million worth of PYUSD, just like that. So that's pretty crazy. Just these big whales come in, and the TVL grows and grows and grows. And to have that amount of trust in the smart contracts, that's very great. The Jup and Juice trial budget has concluded and the proposal is passed. So that's now funded. And next bit of news here is the Patron sale. So this is Infinex. I've done plenty of things on Infinex. There's people that, sorry, let me increase this volume here. There's people that see the value of what I think this will be, and there's people that do not see it. And I guess, just to sum it up really quickly, the reason why you probably don't see the value is because you haven't been around long enough to know who Kane is, and potentially your bags could be a little bit low, which is fine. We're all building our bags. They could be a little bit small, and then you're thinking, well, I'm not going to go and risk $5,000 or whatever on this. But then again, quite often the angry comments are just minorities. Either way, so the sale ends September 24th. It's not too late to participate. I'm going to buy one. I need to get some more details though. It says this is the number of Patron NFTs actually sold. It's 100,000 supply. It's the same deal for everyone, and the starting price or the most expensive price you'll pay is $5,000, but it can be less. We'll cover it a little bit more tomorrow. If you want to know about Infinex and why I'm bullish on it, basically you can watch this, but essentially imagine a DApp that allows you to still be in charge of your assets, but you can go into multiple different things without having to worry about, being scammed or hacked or finding the correct link. And you can avail yourself of all these different opportunities and different airdrop opportunities and swaps and multi-chain and all that with this nice UI that makes it look like a centralized exchange, even though it's not. That's why I like it. We also have some news coming from Azuki. So this is the NFT collection on ETH, introducing anime.com. Apparently I spent $1 million to get this domain name. Join the waitlist now. Go here, flick in your email, and you'll grab some stickers when they launch. No idea what they're building. When we have some news, we'll let you know, but worth doing. Hamster Kombat, as an FYI, they were doing their token allocation or their TGE on like 26th of September, the 100 billion coins, and they're using Binance's launch pool. So you can read more about this if you want to enter into this. I think normally you have to have like USDT or BNB that you put into the launch pool, then you get a small return. If you have BNB or if you have USDT, fine. It's worth it. If not, it's probably not. Some people are upset about this, But just one thing to keep in mind is that the vesting schedule of these recent projects is improving and improving and improving. So we're moving away from predatory tokenomics, at least with these sort of things potentially. And look, we're not spending a lot of time on this. With 5 minutes a day, it could be worth something. Maybe it's not, but I think it's pretty clever. Arcium has 60,000 apprentices. A lot of these will just be sybils or bots. So I don't know how that's going to be valued. So go and mint this NFT. 1 week, 60,000 apprentices, 65,000 followers. Not a lot of engagement here compared to 60,000, but it'd be worth doing. There'll be a lot of bots on this. So if you're going to do it yourself, don't go with just one wallet, just so that you can keep up with the sybils. Begin your journey and mint that NFT. Now to the calendar. So it's the 13th. We've got plenty of decent news here. One thing you may want to keep in your mind is building your bonk dragon, because that is very, very important. But I'll cover that in a separate video as part of the 10K to 100K challenge, which I'll aim to do today and release tomorrow. Greed Academy. So if you are part of the Greed Academy, remember you have to do 50% of the lessons. And if you haven't, you're not securing a spot for the $100,000 reward pool. So if you miss this one, damn. In which case, do this one, and this one, and you still won't have 50%. But there'll be more in the future, and maybe it's still worthwhile. Regardless, you need to learn stuff. This is the best way to learn about these things. If you're going to the conference, then check out this video. I did this video with Cash. Cash is a brilliant speaker and knows how to network very well. And he had a great thread on it. You can check out the thread. But if you want to watch and see what tips you need to do in order to network better, do this. It's really, really decent. And then also Cassie Winner made this, which is fantastic. If you're going to Breakpoint or anything like this, we've got all the links right here, as well as the side event chats and the resources. This is Thanks Blast Central. And we've got this conference preparation checklist, which she created, which is just doing all this stuff. What do you need? Basically, holding your hand if this is your first conference, or if you're just too busy to even think what you need to do. NX Finance had some news. Once again, with NX Finance, I'm using it in order to extract some value. Never went into the IDO. I criticize the IDO plans extensively. So there aren't many people that are saying this in the comments, but a couple of people. I have never said that I'm going into the IDO. I'm merely mentioning what it is, and I told you my actionable was I've put less than $1,000 into actually using the platform to leverage up my GLP and earn some rewards. Either way, they messed up exceptionally, and now they're trying to do some things in damage control. I'm bullish on people trying to take responsibility. So this is good. They didn't do anything malicious, but their outlook is now they're trying to improve things, because the token went from 22 cents to 4 cents or 3 cents just immediately. We've got some really cool news here from Claynosaurz. They've gone and partnered with Gameloft. We'll see it right here, but if you want to watch this animation yourself, it will be linked below. And basically they're creating a free to play casual RPG with Gameloft. So well done. Breakpoint, remember Breakpoint's coming up. Get your tickets, 500 buckaroos. That's all there is now. Applications for dev, artist, student tickets are now closed. You've only got this as an option, 500 bucks. And then token 2049, pay with USD, and you can. It's probably pretty close to being sold out, to be honest. Yeah, probably not too far away. You can use the promo code cbMonty10. Apply. Do I have to do it like this? Sorry. Okay, didn't even spell it right. My bad. Apologies. cbMonty10, and you save 100 bucks. It's worthwhile. This is from Blast Central. Remember, or Blast Control. remember with this one here, go and apply for any side events before you do not get in. And now I want to just quickly go over a comment, and this is just more of an educational point, and I'm still going to make sure I wrap this up very fast. So John Turtle says, I lost so much money on holding Flocky to get a fraction of that from the airdrop. Should you not mention this or take some accountability, Seb? Go through a few things. I think there was... I'm asking Seb to mention it. He's the one who recommended that we buy Flocky for the airdrop, so it'd be good at least talk about the aftermath. So I've gone with a reply, not trying to be aggressive, trying to reduce my directness here and be a bit more friendly. I haven't got a reply, so I'm just going to address it nicely in an educational way. So firstly, with any video or tweet or anything you see from anybody, this is someone's opinion. And I try to make it very, very clear that this is what I'm doing or this is what I think has expected value. But, you have to make your own decisions yourself, and you need to take accountability for yourself. You need to learn how to research. I don't understand how someone is going to be down a lot of money either. So I spoke about Simon's Cat on the 16th of August. I did a decent, proper video on it. And I've been right. With Simon's Cat, I've been completely right. And I was right because the bonk guy had done his research. He had a conviction play. He shared it with me. Tyler went and did a whole lot of research. We put in like 30 hours of research into this one play, working out exactly what it is, at least. And then on the 13th of August, this is what my actionable was. Get $50 to $100 worth of Flocky on BNB or ETH, Simon's Cat airdrop, not financial advice, of course. $50 to $100 worth, okay? This is on the 13th of August. It was on the 15th, and it was on multiple days after that. Now, if you bought it around this time, it went up 25%. If you decided, oh, I want to sell it, I don't think it's going to, I want to sell it, then you could have sold it. The other thing is, if you bought it around this time, right, and you're holding it to now, you're at the same price plus an airdrop. If you bought it at this point, or let's say, if you bought it at this point, then you're down. And if you bought it right here when we're really close to the airdrop, then I don't know why. Then you're going to be down. So I don't understand how people are down a lot of money unless they don't know how to manage the portfolio size, which we'll cover eventually in a video. But this is a small actionable. It's just to get some upside to a token that has plenty of upside potentially per the bonk guy. So that's that. Let's jump into some actionables, and you can work out what you think is valuable. Actually, let's just go back one just very, very quickly. I did have a friend that went in with $4,000 and bought some Flocky on Binance Exchange. I have no idea why he went in with that much, but that was his decision. He didn't blame me. He took responsibility. I said 50 to 100. He then got the Simon Cat airdrop. He decided he didn't want to hold it. It wasn't the value play he thought it was. He probably didn't get in early enough. Or even if he did, he was down slightly. By the time he factored in the Simon's Cat airdrop, he was down about $230. So just keep that in mind. I think all is fine. All right, let's jump on to some actionables. And let's end the stream. So join the anime waitlist, play some stink bids on Sol, book your tickets to Breakpoint Token 2049, complete at least 50% of the greed lessons to get some extra rewards from the 100K pool. And the edge of actionables, mint the Arcium Week 1 NFT, mint the cbBTC commemorative mint on base, use Cube Exchange and earn blocks, and spend 5 minutes a day playing Hamster Kombat. That's everything for today. I'll cover a little bit more news on Infinex. Otherwise, tomorrow is just going to be a live stream where you can just ask all your questions and answers. And then that's tomorrow, Saturday. And then all we're going to do is just basically Breakpoint content. If I have time to put out any more just of our daily news, I will. But it's probably going to take a little bit of a hiatus as we're just going to be pushing out onto the YouTube and the Twitter feed, just a whole lot of Breakpoint and Token 2049 news. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you tomorrow.